Huh? Mic check.
Mic check.
What?
All right, somebody's got it pulled up so they can verify that we're good. This is where you guys could also talk though, so that we get the microphone check.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking on the YouTubes. You are not currently streaming on the YouTubes.
It'll take a second.
Whoa.
Just keep that up.
There we
Jason,
go.
That's good.
Appreciate it. The big fella Shane got us, so we are good. Okay. Apologize for that.
Unpause.
I feel like, going back and redoing the whole intro would sort of be ridiculous.
Yeah,
So you get it, right?
you know what it is.
You know what it is. Episode 2. Sheer Imagination and Scotch are the sponsors this week. We're doing a quick recap right now. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's Keenan and that's Cheryl. Keenan is joining us this week. Technical difficulties last week and whatnot. So all 6 of us are here. We are going to do stuff now. Last week, as a recap for those that need a reminder, the party gathered at the Ivory Dwarf, and there were 4 of them gathered. They decided they accepted a job from Nazan Redthorn to find his friend Tragnar. A fist fight erupted. Somebody was getting choked to death, and everybody did nothing, and let a man basically get straight choked out. His name was Dappers, little halfling, got hauled off by his friends. Marcus, the person who choked him out, then got stomped nearly to death. Again, no intervention whatsoever by this group of people. And Marcus was taken upstairs to recover. On a walkabout, you guys noticed the aftermath of a street fight that the City Watch was investigating and taking control over. Didn't really press them that much. Didn't seem like it was a good idea. Walked through the slums district, kind of as a reminder, broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stairs, they just don't care type of place. You walked by a shop. Then you went further in and went to the Divested Coin, which was a bar in the slums district, and you got some information about one of the hideouts for the blasphemers, which was in a warehouse on Empathy Street. You went in super loud to the warehouse, neglecting all use of stealth, and immediately engaged in a fight, and you killed 4 bird person people. Yep, Kenku is what they're called, and you killed them all. You then discovered Renault hiding underneath a staircase, albeit in the most roundabout way possible. Instead of just looking for a door, like checking each little plank for traps and for hidden compartments. A reminder that you can always just say, "Do I see a door?" Renault explained the mistaken identity, the kidnapping that went awry, and how he was able to hide out after his buddy Trag got kidnapped. Most likely the kidnappers thought that Trag was Renault. Renault offered to join you all, and you accepted his help. And the City Watch arrived as you were getting ready to leave the warehouse. What did I miss?
I want to add an asterisk that while all that jam was going down,
Right.
as the professional musician, I did not miss a beat. So I just want to put that out there.
What do you mean by didn't miss a beat?
I mean, I didn't, I stayed on time, that 4/4.
Okay, yeah, you hit the downbeat every time, albeit people around you definitely thought that they had heard some of those songs before. But it is what it is.
I was playing the hits.
The hits, plagiarizing. Nobody really knows what was going on.
I feel like that's a gauntlet. There's some stuff been thrown down. I'm uncomfortable. This is about to get ugly today, friends.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened. We're gonna be pulling up the map from the hideout that you guys were in, where you are out by the door. That looks right to me. So you've got Renault with you. Renault, of course, being that fella right there. I'm going to... Keenan may not see anything right now. That's just the way that's going to have to go for a moment.
He does not.
Cool. That's just the way it's gonna be. So, that's everything. Now we're all.
Are the
on
guards
screen.
outside the? Are the guards outside the door?
Yep. You had the guards walk in. You had immediately you were kind of stopped by by one of the head guards, obviously, leading a group of maybe a dozen walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And you were told halt. And that is where we left last time.
Mm.
So Thurmond declares himself as Thurmond, steps up, again, tells you all to stop. You see at least a dozen City Watch people kind of kick in. Thurmond explains, we heard a report of suspicious activity in the district. No one's allowed to leave. We've got to figure out what's going on. And you can see that a couple of his City Watch start to scan the area, start to fan out, checking the bird persons for signs of life, of which there are none. I think 2 are actually decapitated. 1 has an arrow through its eye socket. It was messy. So there's really no questioning of the Kinku. Thurman notices Renault with you, and it's clear that they recognize each other, but maybe not very close. But you can see that Renault kind of backs down. I'm sorry, that Thurman, the City Watch, backs down a little bit from his immediate bravado when he comes in at the sign of a noble. Maybe he's not going to enforce the law nearly as much.
That's what I was waiting for.
So he steps up to the person closest to the door, which is Raylan and Elvire and Romani are kind of right next to the door, and they say, "Hey," and he speaks up again. "Hey, let's. I'm not gonna ask too many questions, but keep the blood off the streets, okay? Let's not all City Watch are as nice as me, so let's not make this a regular thing."
Can I speak up?
Oh, please do.
Okay. As you can see, this is quite a predicament, but we're here just helping our pal Renault out. We are nothing but loyal citizens of the city. We abide by its laws and whatnot, and we're just trying to help him out.
I'm sorry, you're citizens of Pyler?
No, but we at least abide by your laws. We would try to act as best citizens as we can.
His eyes kind of squint a little bit as he scans the room, looking at truly, because before you guys got there, remember there was a brawl with other humans. There's probably 10 corpses surrounding you as you say, "We abide by your laws."
We're trying to help the important people, like my buddy Renault here, and I kind of do a little side thumb.
Yeah, I mean, best not to meddle in criminal matters. Leave that business to the City Watch. That said, if all these factions and bird persons want to murder each other, it might make my job a touch easier.
Yeah, as you can see on us, we don't have any markings. I kind of hold up my hands to show I don't have any of the gang symbols. I think I mentioned to him, I haven't seen I saw the gray skulls earlier. I've seen them walking through the city. I'm like, yeah, I've seen y'all had some problems. Is that what happened up the road a couple blocks away? I saw that. You had some guards posted up. Bloody scene.
We did have a bit of a skirmish, is probably what I would call it. A couple blasphemers, a couple gray skulls. They get into it occasionally.
You didn't lose any men, did you?
No, they were fighting themselves. We showed up and arrested a couple.
Okay, so you're pretty much y'all are just cleaning up y'all are pretty much doing aftermath, cleaning up after everything now?
When it comes to the 2 of those factions, absolutely.
Why isn't the king, I got Renault here, he's involved. Why hasn't he taken any action on these gangs?
I don't know that the king has any real relationship with the young nephew here. You can certainly speak to that, good sir, but the king doesn't want these factions interrupting the flow of daily business and the flow of life in the city. So that's what we do. That's what the City Watch does. That's what the guilds in the city take care of.
And again, it's your job, not mine. I'm not trying to. You know, I would offer to make your life easier from that work wise, but would you rather have us just stay away from these guys, or you know?
Well,
it's like,
I mean,
some help.
If you're looking for more work when it comes to this sort of thing, please help yourself. You're welcome to head into the sewers. I'm not gonna send a force down there. That's for sure.
Of course. I don't know. Just speaking on the behalf of me and my friends, I just kind of look right here and I kind of point again at Renault. This guy, we're just getting him to safety. And I just kind of look at everybody else and be like, let's go.
Okay, so you see a couple of the city guards basically start grabbing corpses, essentially, and they're taking them out of a cart. The Pilar City version of a paddy wagon for corpses rolls up, and they start just tossing bird persons and blasphemers and gray skulls into the back of the cart. As you step outside of the warehouse, what would you like to do?
Is there anybody else that's noticed all of this commotion so far?
I mean, it's a shitty area of town where shitty things happen a lot.
Okay.
Especially recent weeks, these skirmishes between the two factions seem to be escalating.
So this is just business as usual. This is
except for that, you're walking around with a blue-skinned musician and what looks to be a goblin, but there's your crew may not fit in all together. Maybe separately, they'd be like, okay, yeah, I get it, but the group of you walking around together is interesting.
I would just kind of put my hand on Renault's shoulder and do the, kind of grab his shoulder, slash his clothes, just kind of tighten him up. I'm like, well, let's get you somewhere safe, and just kind of urge him to get us out of this little spot. Since I would definitely say I noticed the contact between him and the other cat, the city guard.
Yeah.
So I just kind of
he kind of nods quietly. And he's like, yes, let's go, please. And you guys step out of the warehouse into the street.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right.
I kind of want to side glance and look at that window and just kind of shrug my head.
Which window?
Walking.
Oh, the one.
The one we throw. The one with what was it, like the?
Yeah, it was
like an
painted
axe,
over black.
like a fist in the wall.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Hey man, sometimes you just don't need to pick a lock. Sometimes there's other ways. All right, so we're walking down the street.
Yep. Where are you headed?
And so, I turned over now as we're walking. Where do we need to go?
Well, if we're going into the sewers, we would go south. There's a good entrance to the south. There's entrances all over the city, but that's the one I know of. If we're going back to a tavern, whatever tavern you want to go to, if you need to rest because it's close to nightfall, so be it. We can stay at any of the taverns. I have chits at most of them.
Does that sound good to everyone? We'll get an early start tomorrow going through these sewers to see if we can find our lost friend.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, tracks in the sewers. Yeah, sure. Fine.
Yep. So you head south back towards the Ivory Dwarf, which is kind of the place that you all know where it is. You get about 2 blocks south of the warehouse, and you can you see that same shop up ahead on the left, where this like billowy purple smoke is kind of falling out of the shop, and it's kind of glowing purple a little bit.
I want to go there.
And
there's more unkempt, right?
What's that? No, everything else is unkempt. This place is occupied and used.
Yes,
As you walk by, or as you start to get closer, you see what looks to be like a 6'8" mechanical creature step out into the street.
I immediately.
Keenan, if you please explain what it is they see.
a steampunk version of the leader of the Avengers, Airuhn.
I I have my hand on my crossbow and I just kind of like look sideways. Up.
For those interested, there it is in roll 20.
Nice.
That's essentially what you see stepping out of the of this purple shop.
Okay.
Do I hear any music in the background?
Um,
my
not the
God.
music that you want.
Yeah,
We can't afford the rights to that, my dude.
We can't afford those rights.
we can't afford that.
No.
I
We
mean,
can
technically, they
barely
sold out to
afford
Walmart.
this picture I stole off the internet.
Acquired, sir. Acquired.
So yeah, almost glowing eyes, kind of mechanical, clearly made of like, it almost looks like a set of half plate armor or splint mail armor that's been turned into a person.
I am extremely not about this life. Like, I've got hand up on the scythe that I have, but not
Yeah, same
grabbing it, but
here.
I immediately just stop dead as soon as I see it, and I'm like,
I'm like kind of taking a couple steps forward, going, "What is that? How does it work?
Poke
What's
it with
going
a
on?
stick.
Is
You
it
should poke
glowing?
it.
Why is it glowing?" And I just
Yeah.
keep toddling, like just
Yeah.
a little bit further and further closer to him.
At a certain point, Elvire is honestly like a foot and a half away from Airuhn, staring up, still saying out loud, "What does it do? Is it a person? Is it real? Does it move? Does it?"
Yeah.
careful, little friend.
I'm gonna pick her up.
Can I pull up my?
Yes, scythe is out now. I've got that.
I got my weapon drawn. I'm
Okay.
aiming right for him.
Crossbow.
You guys look like a jovial bunch.
It talks! Oh my god, it talks! It talks! Can you see me? Can you see my face? Can you see my ears? Do you know what I look like?
And now I just drop her.
What are
Down to
you?
the ground.
Poke him with your stick.
Yeah, I'm kind of new to town. I was actually looking for a Nazan Redthorn, but I think I missed him by a couple of days. You guys know who that is? By any chance?
State
What do
your
you
name
want
first,
with him?
friend.
Oh, well, I was looking for some work, and I got a note saying that he might have something for me at the Ivory Door.
What kind of
You
note?
need to give more information.
Something about hiring some adventurers to, locate and return someone.
I'm still
mean-
like,
You, sir.
yeah, well,
What is your name?
I mean, what do you need? Oil or something? I mean, like I just
a heart?
a brain.
As they can notice,
Yeah.
there's no smile here.
Yeah.
He's just staring at
As
us.
you can see,
What do we
his
do?
mouth is essentially just a line that opens, very much Muppet-like, but made of metal.
Not Canadian, where it's just like.
Or
up
is
and
it
down.
full covered? Can they not? Does the voice come from behind?
Everybody's probably full covered.
Okay,
The full covered.
so less cartoony. Got it.
Less
Does,
cartoon.
does it sound like someone's in there, or is
More
it
like-
more of a speaker? You know what I mean?
It sounds like
No,
somebody's
it's-
in it, but it doesn't. It doesn't sound like it's back behind stuff.
Gotcha.
Look, basically, I'm looking for somebody. I mean, if you guys know who I'm looking for, cool. If not, I can be on my way.
No, you should join us!
We're working
What?
for him as well.
I
I'm
mean, I
still,
probably
like,
should
mad
ask.
about this.
You're standing in her way, but that's all I see right now. I mean,
But he got the
Okay.
same note we got. I
It
mean,
sounds like it.
he didn't.
okay, whatever. It's late. I'm tired. Let's go to the bar. That's where we're headed.
Come with us!
Do you drink or do you recharge? What's your deal?
I don't really do any of those things. I just hang about.
Okay. So
Okay, you can buy. I'll drink. Let's go.
Wow.
All
I
right.
follow the two best friends back to the ivory.
I am keeping some distance between me and our new friend.
Yeah, Elvire does not keep distance.
None. I'm just more interested in how it works.
Yeah. So you guys get back to the Ivory Dwarf, do a quick scan. It's pretty empty. It's late at night. Nazin is definitely not in, but you're able to grab a couple rooms without charge. Renault kind of goes over and speaks to the barkeep. Gets
That
some
was
stuff taken
Isaac,
care of.
right?
That's Isaac. Yep, the Ivory Dwarf himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to sleep through the night without any issues. I say sleep. Obviously, Airuhn is not sleeping and is instead just standing still.
Updating.
There's a new operating
I don't
system.
like it. I don't like anything about it.
Yep. And does so, by the way, like right outside of everybody's room, just in the hallway, uncomfortably close to all the doors at the same time.
Making sounds like a 1996 modem.
Perfect. Yeah. That's a 28 bots.
I love it.
And
Are you Windows or Apple?
the night changes the day. You wake up and have feel refreshed. Everyone has taken a long rest, and you're able to move forward with your schedule, whatever you'd like to do to this day.
Do we manage that on Roll20?
Yeah, I mean, you just basically regain back all of your spell slots and your if you had any HP that you lost, you can use your hit or dice. But since it's a long rest, you could just basically go up.
Yeah. Cool.
And the
Wait,
day
you
breaks, and it is the next day.
Okay.
What would you like to
Alright.
do with this day?
Stretch me out. We need to explore. I want to talk to my party and just kind of give them off a vibe that we're not necessarily on the City Watch's eye because we got Renault, but I want to talk to Renault. Obviously, he's told us he's got some clout, but I don't know. He's either leading us on or there's something fishy. So I kind of mentioned that and be like, hey, can we do like a quick little morning talk?
Yeah, you guys are
And I
gathering downstairs and having some morning ale and
Yeah.
orange juice and bread and whatnot, and eating breakfast, except for, again, Airuhn, who just stands there.
So I look at Airuhn and I'm coming around. So are you a person trapped in there? What are you? I've never seen anything like you.
That's for you to find out.
I don't know if I like that answer.
How do I find out? Do I just like start unscrewing things?
Oh my god. Can you please like poke him with a knife? Like try to pull those plates off and shit?
I defer to the small one.
I'm over there with like a butter knife trying to what? What?
I'm slowly charging up my shocking grasp.
You see this kind of like a little bit of lightning starting to form around one of the hands on this war forged.
Just immediately like go back to like start pretending I'm eating again.
Yeah.
So, I need to go to the sewers. What did you want to discuss?
I want to talk to Renault. Just kind of find out what does he know. He's got to know more info on this game because obviously the City Watch can't even go alone at it. So I mean, even if we were to walk up to City Watch, I mean, maybe we could get Renault to pull a favor. You know, if Renault's got the cloud because he didn't, the city guard didn't bark at him, so we can either have him help us in a way to where we can distract. You see what I'm saying? We need to get in there so we can save track, right? That's the job. I don't know. We got to put something together there. Right? We can't obviously just barge in. Because if the City Watch can't go in on there, answer me this. I could have taken out maybe 5, maybe 6 of those guards. I'm pretty good with my shot. I spin my crossbow around, put it back in my pocket. Anyways,
Very smooth.
Thank you. But if he's not going to send all those men in to wipe out those gangs, we got to figure something out. I think Renault could help us out one way or the other, either with information or providing us with support.
I get the impression that they're more content to let the problems take care of themselves.
Yeah,
Directly.
yeah, they really don't give a shit about their people here. I can say that personally. It's none of y'all's fucking business, but the king here is a piece of shit. And I ask Renault, and I look at Renault as like, is that correct? That's still the case.
I mean, it makes him cringe when you say it out loud. He's like, I do not know about a piece of shit, but I just haven't talked to him in years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily like the man. Let's just call it that.
Why haven't you talked to him in years?
We were never close. He's an uncle that is distant. It's not. It was never a relationship that I was invested in. I'm not a big fan of the fanfare of royalty.
Just makes it easier
Very
to shoot.
fair.
Track it.
That is still quite sad, friend.
I look at QQ. You would enjoy that sort of life, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. As I grab my ale and just take a real long, slow, sensual sip.
Sensual sip.
Renault, let's say theoretically we go down into the sewer.
Is your
What do you
tongue
think
on the
we'd
bottom
run
of the
into?
cup? Is your tongue holding the mug? Like,
Oh my god.
like are you drinking? It's so-
Is there a wench nearby that's walking around serving us?
No.
Hey, at least you observe.
We're not playing that game again, my god. The only person that's currently serving at this hour is Isaac.
Look.
Can we look at Isaac?
All I would like is some pancakes. Is that so hard?
I'll give you some bread and you can squish it. That's the best I got.
Sterling, what did I tell you?
Just make him do a fortitude check.
Is there any type of grapes as well?
This is not that fancy of a place, guy.
I shall take some of that bread then. Thank you, Isaac.
He just takes a roll from like a tray that's right next to him, sets it in front of you, and just smooshes it with his fist. That'll be 2 copper.
Is that what they call a waffle? Wow! I want one, Isaac!
Thank you, Sir Isaac. As I start to dip my squished bread into my ale, just to give it a little.
Yeah.
Little communion.
I doubt there's syrup.
Communion.
I doubt there's syrup in this establishment.
So while that's all going on, I turn to Renault as well. Let's say that we go down into the sewer right now. What would you expect us to run into? What are the dangers?
I guess bandits, maybe rats. I would assume that we'll encounter somebody within the Gray Skulls. They have different areas of the sewers that they devote to each kind of boss or leader of an area of the city, and so we might find them. I don't know what other types of creatures we would run into. Possibly those floating eyeballs. I don't know. Those are typically around when there are many of the Gray Skulls around.
Oh.
Have you traversed the sewers recently at all?
He kind of like looks down at his pretty clean, courtly attire and says, "Unfortunately, it's been quite some time."
Does anybody come in here that does or has or talked about it?
There's someone named there's a halfling who's in here quite a bit named Dappers. He's typically in that area of the sewers, but I haven't seen him since the kidnapping attempt.
Shit.
The kidnapping attempt.
Well, when Trag and I were grabbed.
Hey, Mr. Renault, you mentioned Dappers. Because down there, the City Watch seems pretty about it, but you mentioned the Gray Skulls in the other game. Wasn't it the Providers?
I mean, that's a funny thing. The Providers
Blasphemers.
the Providers is this weird subsect of the blasphemers is what they call themselves. The providers are trying to rebrand the criminal organization into a legitimate business.
Okay, good to go, good to go. All right, okay. So, would you say the big groups that have been going on? Because watch, they've talked about the two, so it's blasphemers and gray skulls right now. Running this place.
Those are the two primary factions in the city that are, at least the two that are at war. There are always other factions around, but there's the Pact Keepers, and there's the eight or whatever they call themselves, that are like above the city watch. There's the East-West Trading Company. There's quite a few here in the city, but the two that are at war are those two. Yes.
Okay, I don't want to. I don't have to go too far on it, but you friendly with any of these crews? Because I mean, y'all had Dappers attack you. He was coming for you, yet he took our boy Trag. So I mean, obviously you were aligned with somebody.
I was definitely taken by the blasphemers, not by Dappers. And then some Gray Skulls showed up, killed all of those who had originally taken us, and moved on and left those bird persons behind.
You're right. They want because they want you.
Well, I think they just wanted to hold the ground. They took a warehouse away from the blasphemers. I think maybe they just wanted to hold it.
Okay, but I thought you mentioned the Gray Skulls. Well, the Gray Skulls have Trag. If they took Trag prisoner.
They took Trag from the blasphemers.
Yeah, and you told us they mistaken him for you. They thought you were Trag. Right?
Yes. That's what I believe happened.
They want you. They want you.
I think they think they have me.
They grabbed the wrong fancy boy, is what I'm understanding. Is that correct?
A little bit offended at the phrase fancy boy.
Are you not wearing fancy clothes? Do you not behave more like a boy than a man? These are very simple things. Fancy boy.
No, and I want to introduce.
He's like really brings it in, and for a second it's like, do I act more like a boy than a man?
I kind of want to.
And he just stares off a little bit.
All right, can I? Well, I can type this, but can I whisper to my big friend here? I kind of whisper him like, we can use him to get in. We have a key right here. And then I just look back to Rodell and just be like, hey, okay, all right. So they think they got you. Well, obviously, we want to get them back. You're worth of some value to these people. They know your worth. So, I don't know.
I'm not looking to join any war here. I simply want to find my friend Trag, and you all accepted my help to do that. If there's other intentions here, I will go home.
No, you want to help. You want to help us get Trag. We want to get Trag.
I need to get Trag.
Yeah, we both have the same idea. We want to save Trag.
Do you?
Text. Oh!
Text message broke his whole house.
Mary looks really concerned one room over. Like,
did he throw the computer at the wall?
You are gone. What did you do? Did you eat the webcam? Are you okay?
What happened? It just timed out. I'm gonna jiggle it some more.
Jiggle, wiggle.
Oh, go to your settings and change your settings to the camera, to the correct camera.
So while he's fooling with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this sewer stuff that you guys are talking about, but I look at Airuhn. This is the job that Nazem put us on. I believe you were supposed to be with us. I got that, but when I was in that shop, I heard something about this warehouse to the north. I heard anything about that. There were some paintings in there, and this stash of silver.
Is that the warehouse we were at? I wonder. I look at the others.
That sounds like a good possibility.
Oh, so you guys got the silver already then?
What silver?
I kind of tilt my head, which is,
your passive insight, Airuhn, makes you believe they did not know about any silver.
Got it. Understood. Cool.
Or no, so you were talking about the people that are down in the sewer. Do they tend to be grouped in small raiding parties or stationed in large groups? Would we be able to get through without running into a large encampment?
In the sewers, yeah, they're so. My understanding is that they're so divided, so split up, that I mean they run the entire length of the city, and so they have like single entrance points, maybe 2 or 3 at most, and then and that's it per each section of the sewers.
I look at Yuki. What do you think? That sounds like something we could handle, especially with our new friend.
That sounds like something we can take care of. Renault, what type of assistance can you give us as we go into the sewers?
I mean, he kind of like points down at the rapier that he had kicked up into his hand the other day or yesterday when you were in the warehouse. He's like, I have my rapier, I have my dagger. This is all I need.
Bring any skills
I mean, he's
beyond
like,
fighting?
oh, according to you, I can be more of a boy than a man. But other than that, no. I take fencing lessons and have for 10 years.
Okay.
Hey, can I go to the bartender or Isaac? Can you go talk to him real quick?
Yep.
Just ask a question. Hey, brother. Is Marcus still up there from last night after that
No.
little brawl you had? Is he still there?
They left early this morning. He and his 2 friends.
Mm-hmm. They come by here often, or
Yeah.
do you know? If they hang
Absolutely,
out?
they do. They're regulars.
Regulars here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's what I need to know. I'll holler at you later. Turn back to my party. Head back to them. Start talking.
We're losing daylight. We should
Yes,
shake the scene and head towards the sewer.
I got an idea. I got an idea. Can I just give a quick thing? Talk about Renault, what we talked about, and mentioned all the gangs and shit like that. That big red fucker that we did absolutely nothing about, except me and what's her face, big girl here. It's like we were trying to talk to him earlier. I think that big guy can help us get in, and I kind of want to just explain. I want to create a distraction. Maybe if we can convince Marcus to help us out, at least keep the front guys busy, we can sneak into the sewers. Where the race goals are.
The sewers are so rarely guarded at all. There are signs, typically in chalk or white paint, which lead through the winding paths to go to the kind of nexus or one of the areas where the people dwelling there are stationed. There are never guards at the entrance, or I say never. I've never seen people posted outside of the sewer entrances.
Okay, so I confirm with Renault then, like, so you can decipher a way to get us in. Like, you can pick these up while we're going through the sewers.
One more time.
I was just confirming with Renault that he can check these signs to make sure when we get down there. I was like, so if we get down there, you can kind of help us find a way through to get to the sewers, or at least a safer passage.
Again, it's been. I've been in maybe once or twice into the sewers. I will certainly help where I can.
I pat Raylan on the shoulder and I'm very good at keeping track of where we've been.
Okay.
It's a skill from hunting. I've gotten very good at it over the years.
If y'all think less is better, we can go ahead and get going.
So, real fast, I just want to go back to the thing that I said earlier about this silver. Did you guys get it, or did you not? Was Renault with you? Does Renault know anything about the silver?
I like silver coin or silver like the ore and bar type of thing.
Like silver bars.
We have the mine outside of town, and I definitely remember hearing that it's been maybe a year where a minecart was or a group of miners coming back from the mine were robbed of silver or silver bars. I don't remember, but that's all I can think of when it comes to silver.
Who robbed them?
I don't remember the details. I would assume one of these shoddy organizations of criminals.
Maybe it was a different warehouse than the one we were in. We searched it, right?
Yeah, the only warehouse we
That's
came.
how
Yeah,
we found our friend.
the only warehouse we came across was the one with Renault because we're chasing Trag. I mean, if you're chasing Trag, I mean,
somebody
maybe
want to do
Airuhn.
a history check real quick, or an intelligence check from the group.
I'll do one, sure. Not the person to do this, but
Fix your mic. Hey.
Yeah, right. That's weird.
Apologies, stream.
I was just
Had
sitting
it
here.
muted there because Raylan was summoning Cthulhu, and it got fucking crazy for a second.
come on, straight roll a 17.
Oh yeah, you remember? You think back about kind of where you were, and you remember standing at the top of the stairs when Raylan and Kyuki were playing with the staircase and sliding down and doing acrobatics and flipping, and you remember, you specifically remember ignoring a door at the end of the hallway.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And as a out of character reminder, I did say out loud, you see a door at the end of the hallway.
I know! You didn't even know!
And you're like, fuck that door! Let's get!
No.
Oh
but
my god.
No.
Oh.
You guys got
How
distracted
far-
by the
I was
banister
that way.
slide.
How far is that warehouse to the north? I'd be curious to check it out. I mean, if it's only a few minutes away.
Is there a nearby entrance to the sewer in that area? Do we have to head that way?
Yeah, Renault had mentioned before that it was like 2 blocks south of where you met Airuhn, which was
Perfect,
4
let's go.
blocks south of the warehouse where you were.
Sweet, let's go. Let's go do that then. Let's go hit the warehouse first.
Okay.
Get your stuff.
Okay. Takes you a
Let
few
us
minutes.
go,
I mean, it's like a 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk or so. You're walking north through the slums district. You pass by the Beholden Beholder, and then head 2 more blocks north, and you come to the warehouse, which has kind of like planks now above the door, kind of blocking the window, and the loading door has been pulled closed.
Is that door locked?
No.
Okay, so I'll just open it.
You open the door. The bodies have been cleared out, but otherwise it's pretty similar to the way it was.
Alrighty.
Things
So
are
I
in
lead him up.
shambles. There's boxes flipped around and stuff like that.
Alrighty, so I had to show him up the stairs, which was over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even throwing that on there. I know where you're headed.
Alrighty, so I'm heading. Follow me. And as we're walking up the stairs, so was it a curse that got you this way?
No,
Oh, then
I was built this way, baby. I was born this way.
Mhm.
I tilt my head. That's seems unfortunate. Do you
Maybe.
enjoy this? We're walking over to where that door was.
Oh, yes, I do. I don't know anything other than this.
They seem like I'm impressed by that logic. Like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Seems good. Seems that checks out. Okay, so let's go up to the door.
Yeah.
And,
So
I
you
guess
can.
I'll do a perception just to see if I hear anything on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it sounds super quiet, but what you do see is kind of coming out of the wall towards the ceiling, almost, to your left. You can see just this, like, almost, you assume it's wire, but it's metal, and it's going down and kind of at an angle down to the left towards where the stairs are, coming from the wall behind what you can't see.
I point, being not good at mechanisms, I point it out to.
What the hell is that? Oh,
I'm telling you, we're fucking cursed.
We do something.
Can we do an Arcana check? If the internet gods are trying to kill us.
What the hell?
We got you.
Why?
You good.
Yeah. I point to it. Do you know what this wire?
Who are you asking?
Airuhn. He and I are the two that are up to the door to get him his stuff.
Gotcha. You can
No clue.
fly over there to
do
the
that.
right if you want, Airuhn.
yeah, hold on. Let me stop then. Where's she at?
I got you.
Here.
I got you.
You got me?
Whoop.
There we go. Whoa.
There you go.
There he is. No, but I guess I could do a. Let's
Get out of the
see.
middle, Jason.
Ah, sorry. Damn.
What do I need to do? Investigation?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, you can't tell exactly what it is, but it's clearly some type of wiring mechanism that's running underneath the stairs. And while you're kind of tracing it, and then you kind of start to feel around the door, you can see that the door is locked with a pretty simple, kind of human-made lock.
Are you good with these?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Now, see what
This is
happens.
exactly what I want to hear. This is good. This is fine. Love it.
Let's see. There we go. Get out of here.
So it's your thieves' tools is what you're looking for. I'm going to take your token away from you, Jason.
Oh, what? Okay, fine.
Stay inside the goddamn building.
Well, I was trying to go up the stairs. Well, here's the thing. I can't see up the stairs. So I went up the stairs to see if it would put me on the second level. That's honestly.
We're not. It ain't sophisticated like that, my dude. Just move yourself to the other platform.
Why is this not pulling up?
So it's down on the bottom left of your character sheet, I believe, where you have your proficiencies and stuff.
Just move my token, like freak out the rest of the map or something. Like, am I saying?
Oh, here
No,
we
but
go.
like if there's secrets and shit, then you're full on cheating at that point.
Which attribute is that?
It's thieves' tool. So below those attributes, you have your proficiencies.
Yeah.
You can
Got
click
it.
the thief.
Peaceful.
Yep.
Click it.
Oh.
Click it now. Click it good.
Yeah, but it's popping up with a input value. So what attribute am I using with this?
Dexterity, if it asks.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Yeah, I mean you hear a real easy click, and the door unlocks.
There you are, young lady.
Thank you. I still am like not 100% on this. This is still weird, but I'm feeling better, clearly. So, I'll go ahead and open the door.
Okay. The door opens.
And what do we see?
You can walk in.
I will walk in.
Sorry.
Oh,
So-
you mean actually walk in?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this seems to be like a staging area. There's a door to your left when you walk in, but you see a chest and a couple of chairs, and that's basically it in this room.
Right. So, do you think what you need is in here? What are you looking for?
I don't know. Let's see. Is there a lock on that chest?
No, it's unlocked. It's just a closed chest.
Say that last part again.
No, it's just a closed chest.
All right, I'm gonna open that chest.
You open the chest. Inside, you see kind of these big, like 18 by 24, wrapped like squares wrapped in cloth.
Oh, all right.
There's three of them.
All right. Let's see. Let's do a. I don't know what that would be. History check, maybe.
To see what the cloth is, or are you gonna unwrap the cloth?
Unwrap it. Yeah.
Yeah, you unwrap the cloth and you can see that there's three, and they're each like oil paintings. And on the bottom of each of the oil paintings has the name of a city in Garland on the continent, and look to be of like master crafts quality. And each painting is of the city, of a different city.
Okay.
So, what did you need with these things?
I have no idea. I just overheard this guy talking about these paintings. I don't know what they mean.
Jesus.
As you're talking about paintings and kind of describing out loud, you're able to hear that people are talking about paintings, oil paintings, Raylan.
Scary, scary. I'm not gonna move it, but I scurry up.
Okay.
Paintings, eh?
Yeah.
Why do you? Why is ever? I'm a little confused. What are these for? What are these things?
I want to do a history check and see if I recognize the I want to observe the paintings. Are the paintings of people, lands,
It's-
objects, cities?
It's
Oh, I know
the
these.
three of the capitals in Garland.
Mm-hmm. I want to know if I've been through these cities. Or if I remember my...
No, I mean, you could tell one right away
Yeah.
is Pilar City. One is clearly Nanette's. The third you can't make out. It's kind of been rubbed off a little bit on the bottom what the city is. But you do recognize the quality and know that it's probably worth a little bit of coin.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look at them like, yeah, I've been there. Nice place. Pays good. We could sell these. That's it.
Okay. And these are what you needed?
Yeah. I don't know. They mean nothing to me. Actually, let me do a history check real fast.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know anything about the paintings. You just happen to find some paintings, it seems like.
Yeah, nope. They don't mean anything to me. I don't
What are
care.
you looking for?
Well, I'd be curious to see about this silver if it happens to be in here.
Is there any? I'll do an investigation and help look.
Your mic went down a little bit. Sure.
I will look into an investigation.
Yep.
I fixed it. Yay!
Yeah, I mean, the door to your immediate left seems to be unlocked, and
Okay.
you're able to step through it.
Sweet. Let's step through. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
see. There's
Just a
barrels
couple
and things down
exactly, and then there's a door here with a sign that says office, and a door here that says office as well.
there. I'll take the north office.
I'll take it now.
Is
Yep.
the door locked?
No, they're both
Okay,
unlocked.
Cool.
Yeah, I could have fixed the line of sight earlier, but I didn't. So.
At this point, can I say I'm bored and I go off to find Cheryl as to what hallway she went down?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I take my dagger out and start to cut out the paintings and roll them up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who was holding the paintings last was Airuhn, I think, but
Yeah, they just
if he
looked
handed
at
them
them.
to you, then yeah.
All right.
Yep, you
Now
remove
look
them
around
from
and
the
see anything.
frames. And so you do a quick either perception or investigation check as you guys walk into those rooms. Your choice.
You were cutting out a little bit, Brandon.
Do a perception or an investigation check, either one, as you guys go into these rooms. Yeah, you see above the desk, above kind of the chair, Airuhn, is like an alarm, almost like a metal bell, with a silver cabling running up to the ceiling and then out of the room.
Out of the room, back in back into the room that we just came from.
Back towards the stairs.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go out of here and go into this other room.
Yeah. And I was looking there. I'll do a perception to see if there's anything.
In the room that you guys are in right now with the table?
No, I thought you said there was a room to the north.
It's to the west from where you are. There's 2 rooms right there. So he found it. You walk into that room, Airuhn, and you see the same thing. You see an alarm bell and a cabling that goes up to the ceiling and then out towards where the staircase was.
Oh. Let's see. Can I use my thieves' tools too? What the hell? Go back here.
What are you trying to do?
I want to disable this alarm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you kind of reach up and are able to like disconnect the wiring. You're able to peel back some of the cabling, disconnect the wiring, and then you even walk to the other room and do the exact same thing.
Perfect. All right. Alarm's disabled. I have no idea what it was for.
All right. So what? Can I do investigation to see if I can find a place where you might hide good silvery goodness?
Yeah. Just kind of throughout the whole building, you're saying?
Whoops! Didn't mean to do that.
That's a critical strike.
Yeah, that's a yeah, it's a misclick. Yeah, I'm really.
Yeah,
good at this.
you're pretty confounded that all of these chairs are made of wood at the minute. You're like, but there's not even any metal bolting. Like, what is this? What kind of joinery did they use? This is just, and it's a
Very
nice wood.
Then let me do an investigation.
You just kind of search in the area. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, we're trying to find the silver.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I mean,
Yeah, we're just searching
I'm not gonna
around.
say the silver is here.
I just jumped all over the place. Is there anything else in this room?
No, just the cabling that went up to the ceiling, and then out, and then down the outside wall towards the staircase.
All right, can I just follow the cabling wherever?
You sure
Yeah.
can.
All right. Where the hell is this? Where am I going?
Yeah, so you're basically, I mean, right there, and you kind of follow it, and you can see it here running down behind the stairs.
Uh-huh.
So then you
Down
can
here.
jump down to the first floor, basically.
Yeah.
Go over, you're kind of like over on this side of the stairs now. You can see on the first
Uh-huh.
floor.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to grab you real quick.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
So right about here, you can see
Got it.
that the cabling comes out of the staircase and then kind of goes through a small little hole in the wall.
Doing it. What's the wall made of? I don't need to
Wood.
do
It's like wooden paneling.
I'm gonna knock on it. Is it hollow?
It's
Feel
definitely
like
it's definitely hollow. Right on the like 3 panels to the left of where it goes into the wall.
Cool. I'll punch the shit out of the wall.
Do it quick. Hit me with a strength check, if
Nice.
you will.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, you try to just go for one of the panels, but like
Uh-huh.
you throw a hook a little bit, and all 3 panels get caught as you just, with no effort, watch these false boards just split in half and then fall off the wall, and you can see a small little room that you step into. In that room is just a open crate with these kind of blackened bars, like kind of corroded, but you can tell that they are silver bars. You pick one up, and it's like 10 pounds, the one bar. And there's 15 that you
Man.
count here.
Perfect. Is anybody in the room with me?
No.
Me. Oh no.
I don't think
yeah.
anybody... I mean, people heard you break a door, break through the wall.
Yeah, no. I'm just in the other room. That's true.
I rolled a cigarette after I heard a man just punching a friggin' wall. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I say, any luck?
Yeah. I found 14 bars of silver.
Do a quick deception check, please, if you will. You have advantage since you only shaved one. Yeah.
You didn't even
I mean,
need it.
everybody's like, oh, sweet, 14 bars of silver.
Yeah. If
Dope.
I'm being honest, we should probably, I know I just met you guys, but I think the fair thing would be to split this 5 ways.
You say that, and your second thought is certainly, did anybody even know about this before I brought it up? But the fair thing to do, obviously.
I shrug. Silver's useful for some things.
Woo! Gonna take it to the bar. Hand it over.
I think you're only able to carry like 3 of them, Elvir.
Aw.
I'm just like walking away.
Yeah. Full on. No, it's really, to be honest, it's probably 30 pounds, and you're probably close to encumbered already. It's probably one under each arm as you just kind of hop away. Raylan, you immediately are able to speak up and say, by the way, if somebody would buy these from us, these are probably 50 gold apiece.
Mhm.
Or rather, you know that. Whether or not you share that information is up to you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I look at the goblin scurrying by. I'm like, you can get paid for that. That's what I said.
And it slowly turn what?
So you
I
have what you
continue
need
to
now.
smoke my cigarette.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
So shall we head to the sewers then?
Can I do a daylight check? Can I look outside and see what time it is?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Is
only
that-
been an hour since you left.
Okay.
It took a while to find the cabling.
Well, I'm just curious. Where's the sun at? Would that be a nature
Cut the
check?
alarm from the opposite side that I thought you would cut the alarm, but you know, what can you do?
What
Yeah,
can you
well,
do?
it is what it is.
Yeah, so you all kind of grab them up. You end up with a pack full of, you each have, I mean, there's 15, so we'll say that you each have 3.
14.
Well, 14 rather. So Elvir
14.
only has 2. Elvir can only carry 2 anyway. So that splits it like, what is that, 3, 3, 3, and 3? Yeah, so you each grab 3.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Okay, what's that? What are you trying to determine there, Raylan?
I was just looking
I
at
mean,
the
I
sky.
guess-
Oh yeah, oh that's your daylight check? Yeah, you know it's only
Yeah,
been
that's my
about an
daylight
hour
check.
since you left, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So shall we go down to the sewer then?
Let us go.
Okay.
We gotta find a sewer.
I'm ready.
Renault kind of points the way as you guys step back outside. Close the door behind you, I assume, the loading door.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll pretend like there wasn't anybody
Yeah.
in there.
Close the loading door behind you. Start to walk south. You walk 2 blocks. You pass the Beholden Beholder with the purple smoke.
Can I put my finger up real quick?
Yep.
Just ask them like, hey, just let y'all know we're gonna go through a nasty sewer and shit. I would say sell the silk, buy himself some weapons, but you know, I haven't ran in and tried to kill people before, but you know, just saying.
It might be a good idea to stop by a shop.
If not, head on. Because I'm sure I look at Renault's like, and I ask Renault to buy the silver office.
Yeah, I mean, there are certainly general stores in town, especially in the south, where they would
Mhm.
happily buy these at nearly full price.
Okay.
Would anybody be suspicious that we're selling them?
I think, luckily, it has been long enough. I don't know who all remembers.
Okay, good.
Oh, if you would rather have half of the money, I know a fence that would take them with no questions.
But it's been long enough.
God.
I mean, I I remembered, but not everyone would. The mine is in the king's family, obviously, so I know of what happens with the mine, but I don't know that anyone else would remember.
Well,
How certain of you are that? Let's try that again.
I'm sorry. Which,
How
I
certain are you?
I
of
do not
that?
speak Draconic. If you would please comment. was that thieves' camp? I mean, I have more of a working knowledge of silver and of amber and what is mined by the family, but I can't imagine others would specifically remember. I will say, if you try to sell it to someone who works in gems, ores, or jewelry, they will remember. A general store is your best bet for the most amount of money, and my fence friend in the slums district is your best bet for no questions.
well, do we need anything now? We're right here at the entrance. Shall we at least go in, see how it goes, and then we have a backup plan?
Yes. No. Good. We're walking in somewhere.
Okay,
Wanna get
so
some-
you pass the
There's a
Behold and
lot
Beholder, you go another 2 blocks, and Renault kind of points at a circular steel disc in the middle of the street, about 3 feet wide in diameter.
That's our
Is
way
this the
in.
entrance?
Yeah.
This is the one that I know of, yes.
Well, shall we then?
We shall.
Alright, I'll do a perception to see if there's anybody around paying attention to us.
Okay, yep, do that if you will. Yeah, you don't see anybody paying too much attention. There's a couple people here and there, but they're kind of going about their own business.
You're cutting out bad, Brandon.
There's only a couple people around, and they're going about their own business. You don't think anybody would notice you.
So shall we then?
Yes.
Let us
Alright,
go
so we'll lift
below.
the. Do we need to lift that?
Yeah, that's a strength check if somebody wants to lift that up.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Can I do a stealth check to kind of like walk, like post up around her, just kind of look
Well,
around?
she already heaved it off and slid it to the side.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. And you're all dropping down in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How far down is it?
I mean, there's a ladder if you'd rather
Yeah.
use the ladder.
Let's do that.
I'm
Let's
using
ladder
that
down.
ladder.
Okay.
I'll
Is
take
anybody
the
just
point.
dropping out of curiosity, or is everybody using the ladder?
I'm gonna just drop.
Hit me with a quick acrobatics check.
Donk.
Watch those ankles.
Everybody's gonna hear it.
Hero drop.
Superhero landing.
Attaboy.
I mean,
Yes!
real.
So,
It somehow you can't even really hear the clank of the steel in your feet hitting. It just sounds like a water dropped into a bucket.
I just look over and I'm like, oh, he's good.
I.
And the rest of you drop down into
I
the
shake my
sewers.
head and climb the ladder down. Like, no need to show off.
What took you guys?
Alright.
You want to take 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
We shall take a break while we get ready to investigate the sewers.
Hydrate.
Cool.
Hydrate.
See you guys in a moment.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
We are back. Everybody,
Yay!
everybody got
Hey, all.
the bad stuff out of their bodies? I hope so. Good. Glad.
Ooh. Are the good stuff in?
Yeah, whatever you have to do. Sorry. The cams are broken. I'll fix them.
Oh.
There we go. All right. You have dropped down into the sewers. As a manner of mechanics, some of you can see very, very little. Because you are either human or warforged or whatever the other one is that I can't remember. Jason. Or not Jason. Jason. I mean, what's Kyuki again? He's a Genasi.
Genasi.
Genasi. Because Genasi and Warforged, and you have Renault with you, none of who are able to see in the dark. So some of you can probably see out to, if I had to guess, out to about here, pretty well. Hold on, sorry.
Do
I'll
I
say
see
here
my?
pretty well.
Do I see my friend over there?
Yeah, you can see what you can see.
Okay.
So there's a lantern here that's lit. There's one right to the south of it that is lit, and that's providing a lot of light in this area. Some of you can probably see still all the way out to here too. And where it goes dim, you can still see as if it's where it's dark, you can still see as if it's dim. What would you like to do? And remember, we're going to be moving our moves here, just so we don't step outside of the line of sight boundaries.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I shall
Okay.
take point.
Yeah, that might be a good idea for you guys to kind of discuss what the marching orders might be, or what who's going to be where, kind of a thing.
I'll bring up the rear.
Yeah, I'll take point. I mean, I'm the ranger.
I'll fall in behind Cheryl.
You guys can position yourselves as you like before you start kind of moving down the hallway. And if you want to
That's what
know,
I'm wondering.
if you wanted to, so just so you know, this is about this water in the sewer is, first of all, disgusting. I maybe should have mentioned that to you before you started traipsing through it. It's close to putrid. It leads straight east, and kind of on the wall right before the tunnel goes clear, you can see a small little symbol drawn in yellow chalk of, it's probably 3-4 inches wide, and it's a circle with 10 spokes radiating out in all directions.
Hey, haven't we seen that before?
Yes, exactly. That's your gray skull emblem. Yeah.
So it's kind of right where you guys are all standing. That's where the symbol is.
Okay. So I kind of pass that. I would say as we walk by that, kind of point at it and be like, and I'd say that's where we got to go.
Right. It is, again, like almost a foot deep in the water, in the shit. And right where Airuhn is standing, there's like dripping, like constant dripping from a hole up above, which is clearly a sewage drainage. So Airuhn is, although not rusting, getting a little bit of human and halfling excrement on his shoulder.
Airuhn, you got a little something here.
You should
All
bathe yourself
over.
in the lakes of
Ugh.
Pylo.
I shall move.
Is that as I watch him wade through the waters, can I look down and confirm that that's a space? Like, is that, what, 5 feet, 10 feet across to the other side of that trench?
Yep. So it's like, yeah, it's right at 5 feet, because like each square is 5 by 5 by 5 that you guys are moving through, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I tell people I pass the word along. Watch your step. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's move this bus.
What would you like to do?
Let's move this convoy.
All right. I have Renault with me. I kind of point to Renault because I'm assuming the symbol that we just saw is being done this way.
Well, it just happened to be on, like, facing the wall that you can see.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna start moving and then down.
Okay. So I can tell you kind of what you can see is what you can see, right? So
Yes.
you can see that there's like chain right here, almost like a chain fencing, right there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I kind of want to take and observe this down because I want to identify a spot over here, so I want us to start kind of moving down that way. And I noticed the chain. I'm just kind of shifting my eyes.
Since you're kind of gonna be with Renault a little bit, I'm just gonna give you control of Renault for the time being. Okay.
Copy.
Just give me a second. I'll pop on your thing for you. So you may want to temper how fast you're walking up and stuff while I get this to you.
Copy that. Yeah. I'll do a couple paces by couple paces.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Unless you just want to sprint in which case, sprint in. I don't give a shit.
All right. You were with this bitch.
Okay, so you have control of Renault.
That's early internet, kids.
At least for movement. I'll handle other stuff, but you have them for movement.
Copy. Okay.
So Raylan, you can see
go.
kind of just piping, obviously, right in front of you with some valves. Down to the south, you can see pretty far in there, right? Like you can see two sets of kind of chain fencing that have stairs that go up to the next set. And
yeah, I'm kind of leaning to the left and right, looking through the chain link.
What seems to be a pretty big, open, cavernous room on the other side of that second fencing.
Okay, gonna go. Can I look at? Either side of this and see if I identify the 10 spokes in a circle?
Yeah, you could do a perception check since it's across the hallway. If you're trying to look from there, that's not a problem.
Copy that. Let's see. Oh no!
Real quick, I'm all
I just
dark.
clicked on my check. I swear to God.
What it is?
Hold on. Why is Raylan? Stop moving yourself off of the map again.
No.
1 second, Kyuki. You have sight. So yeah, you are dark by the way, because you can't see in the dark, and there are no torches anywhere around you except for the one in your bag.
Okay, those lanterns, those two that were back there, were they detachable or?
Yeah, you think you could grab one of those?
Yeah.
I'm
assuming I'm gonna have the exact same thing.
Okay. So you guys each want to grab one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. So it gets like a 20-foot light. Airuhn grabs one, and then where is Kyuki? So I think somebody's on top of him. Give me a second. There you go.
Okay.
No, I got you. You don't have to move. I got it.
Oh.
You guys can see a little bit around you now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you see again is you're kind of limited to the 20 feet that you're able to see through that.
Okay.
Or with the torch, and you're carrying the torch, I assume, in your offhand. But I don't know if nobody's pulled out a weapon or anything yet. You guys are sort of just walking.
I've got my sickle and shield out.
Okay.
But I'm not holding a torch. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
All right.
So your perception check, you couldn't really see if there was any markings on the side of
correct.
of near that metal fencing.
Can I jump to this corner to reconfirm because I can't see?
Yeah. I mean, you could splash too if you want. I mean, it's like it's a little bit under a foot.
Can I assist him with that?
Yeah.
Since I also can see pretty well. So he gets advantage on
it. Yeah. So you are what's it called?
I'm proficient.
Yeah. So you can see that it's there used to be something, but it's been really rubbed off on that right corner.
Okay. Cool. Alright. I want to observe those chains. Are there any locks or any are they around any ringlets? I'm assuming they're like left or right, like a type thing, or
no? It's more like vertical bars.
Mm-hmm.
That are coming from the ceiling above, and you don't see any pull chains or anything.
Okay, all right, let's move along.
Nope. And for the record, my bad. It's insight, not perception.
Okay,
so
well,
my bad.
You still didn't see shit.
Correct.
All right.
You are less sure that you didn't see anything.
I want to go make a little hop little right there. Keep moving.
And I'll follow.
Let's see. There's Renault. Okay, there it is.
What just happened? Oh my god.
7.
Brandon, can you save me?
Move,
I don't know what
move
just
up
happened.
1. Click yourself and move up 1.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Buddy.
Hey, buddy! I just disappeared for a second.
Stop.
There she is.
Yes.
There she is.
Stop, if you will. Renault would have probably
Yes.
gotten to about there. Yeah, so I mean, you know, you guys are traipsing through, stomping through this sewer. No real splashing, but certainly not quietly. And you know what happens when you guys don't walk real quietly?
Do what? Oh.
What happened?
I say, you know what happens when you guys don't walk around quietly? Give me just a second.
We need to do a
Oh.
stealth check. We're not crowd walking, but we're not
Gotcha.
duck. You got to do the duck walk, like Skyrim. You know, you just got to squat.
Like Skyrim.
That's all.
Yeah.
You just got to squat walk. That's all you got to do, and everything's
Yeah,
gonna
duck.
I am squat. What are you
We're
talking
gonna
about?
we're gonna have ripped calves and fucking quads at the
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna
you guys
sit
are gonna.
there.
Oh yeah,
We're
them
gonna fucking-
glutes are gonna
It's
be
gonna be
on
the
point.
whole time.
We will also accept Breath of the Wild as another good analogy.
Well, let's
So,
get
yeah.
some blood.
So I mean, immediately you hear this screech as a goblin comes barreling out of this little cubby hole, leaps across the what is that again? Water? Yeah, sewage right in front of you.
Nice.
Raylan, who's in the front, comes down at you with a scimitar, slicing, just no hesitation whatsoever. That's a 23 against your AC. That's a hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
That's 7 points of damage, my guy.
Ow. Shit.
And then give me 1 second, because
That's my turn.
nope, it's not. Not yet. It's not,
No.
because he has a friend.
Oh. Yep.
Popping out, a second goblin kind of sneaks around the corner, sees you, sees Renault here standing like perfectly in line with him, and lets loose an arrow, which Renault is able to just kind of sidestep. And we are full on in combat, and Renault is first. You see Renault kind of draw his rapier, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of steps into the water right alongside you, facing this this goblin right in front of you, Raylan, and full on.
Oh man.
Lets loose, and just why is that not right? Hold on, let me look at the HP real quick. Thank you. Yeah, and just immediately, like with the first, I mean, like makes 2 quick, like kind of parry and thrust with the rapier, and then you see him kind of come from behind with a dagger that is totally useless because the very first thrust of the rapier drops the goblin, and it just pierces through its neck and out the back, and the goblin shrinks down to the ground. And Renault says, I told you I was handy with the rapier.
I bet he did. I know he did.
Raylan, it's your
History
turn.
check. I remember that. Okay, and I look at him and say, "Indeed, you are. Thank you. I remember." Shit. I'm gonna spit on that goblin on the ground, and I'm gonna point my crossbow at that other sucker right there.
Yep.
Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair.
And I want to take a shot. Let's see. Crossbow, hand crossbow. Pew, pew.
Yep. I mean, absolutely a hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just even feeling like the blood kind of slipping down your shoulder and and pectoral where where you got caught by this first goblin with the scimitar that got a good slash on you. With your other hand, almost without looking, you just kind of hip fire a quick hand crossbow shot at him, and just right in between the front of the bow and the string of the bow, one of your crossbow bolts flies straight into the goblin's head and pins it up against the stone wall behind it. Also dead.
Oh, okay. I look at him like I'm a pretty crack shot, and then I groan, shit, and kind of like start rubbing my shoulder, and I'm just gonna stop here. If anybody else wants to do anything,
You are
That's my turn.
no longer in combat.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and my hand close a little bit, and you get 3 hit points back.
all right. So
So I've got 2 left. Lay on hands.
Okay.
Cool.
so that was 3. So
That was
that's
2.
7.
You're at 6.
Oh, you got 2. Okay, thanks. Okay, you got me. Thanks.
Yeah, it was just 2.
It's awesome. Ugh. Shit.
Yeah, how much damage? He took 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
I'll ta-
fucking cleaved.
Yeah, you're not necessarily like bleeding anymore, but not looking much better than you were before.
All right. So I'm gonna look back at them like, fine, I'll take it slower. So I'll do a little steppy step. No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go through the water. I don't give a fuck. I want to stealth check this corner. Let's see. Yep. I guess that's where they ambushed us.
I look at
Yeah, I'm gonna
um
and say thanks to Renault. Thanks again as I walk by him.
to Renali say, you said that the Grayskulls keep strange creatures with them.
Strange companions indeed. They hire who they can hire. I'm not surprised that there were goblins here. And he kind of looks back at Elvira. He's like, I mean, no offense, but you are a dirty, gross people.
I just kind of like look at him like.
Damn.
We are all called out on this mission.
Wow. Is this a door to my left?
No, it's not. You could tell that this is sort of a dead end. There's a couple
Okay.
barrels and pouches.
Mm,
So should we move quieter this time?
yeah, most definitely. Can I check those barrels? I just
Yeah.
find any like a salve, like any type of salve or anything, just kind of like, do like a heal check, kind of like stuff a wound or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can look around to see if there's a heal check to see if there's any like, herbs and stuff like that, or you could just do a perception check to search the area if you'd like.
I'll do a heal check for herbs. Yeah.
Is there anything I recognize on the goblins, whether it be markings or anything like that?
You could
To
do
see maybe where they came from?
yeah, you could do either a perception or investigation depending on how serious you want to look.
Oh, I know.
I think I'll do the investigation.
Okay. Not stealth. Yeah, I mean, you can see that you're inside of a sewer and there's no plants around.
Okay.
There are 2 pouches of like a couple copper each, and then the empty barrels. Elvira, as you're kind of looking around on these goblins, there's nothing that stands out, but you do find that each of them has about 4 gold coins in their pockets.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So you snag up 8 gold.
I'll go ahead.
And as a reminder,
grunt.
I'm not tracking your gold, guys. You guys have to do that.
Yeah. I grunt as I bend over and pick up the copper and stash it.
Yeah, you have 3 copper.
Alright, let's keep this fucking bus moving.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
From this,
are we moving quietly?
Yes.
So
stealth.
do we all need to roll stealth then?
Yep.
Engage, duck walk.
All right. Everybody roll stealth.
All right.
Quad.
Man, I hope mine's terrible.
Tank, clank, clank,
I
clank.
mean, your
Clank,
boy
clank.
Renault got a 22.
He's white.
All right, so
So
that's
it's
1,
fucking-
2, 3, 4, 5. One more. We're missing 1.
I hit the oh, shit. There we go. Alright.
Come on and bring that
Yeah.
average
All
up.
right. I mean, yeah. As a group, you're able to kind of move pretty quietly. You feel like for the time being,
Okay. Well, at least a couple paces, at least.
as long as
before
you stay relatively close together, You're moving pretty quietly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll just kind of say I'm kind of
Yeah,
off.
where are you?
Watch my
Or are
back.
you still at point or no? Because if you're at point, you gotta move.
I am.
Yourself. All right. So you're on this side.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my buddy Renault.
I'll
No,
move
he's
I'll
right-
move
he's
him with
over
you. You're
there.
fine.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm tapping slowly because I don't want to fucking flex my cursor and flip me to another dimension. Alright.
So
Can
right
I,
here to the south, you can see like
Yes.
there's a bunch of kind of like pipes,
Mhm.
and a stone wall right on the other side of those pipes that kind of seem to run into it.
Mhm.
Down by Kuki, you can see that there seems to be a ladder that is going up.
Can I see if there are any any leaks or anything? Do I know? Is there any like hissing sound popping at one spot or anything? Like that?
No, not that you can hear.
Okay. All right.
Just
cool,
not natively.
All right. Cool. And then we see the ladder right here. Can I see? Is this another pipe just crossing?
Yep.
and
It's
then
just a
up-
pipe coming kind of from outside and then running along the wall south.
Okay. And I'm assuming these are stairs. Looks
Yep,
like
you're going
ladder
up.
wells.
Yeah, you're going up
From the sewer.
like
Okay, cool,
5-6
cool.
feet.
Okay. Y'all want to stick at the base level, or y'all want to go up?
I think we need to go up, don't we? There's no other way to go.
Yep.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's any of the arrows and things that Renaud had mentioned that
Yeah.
we see around on the walls?
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing around the area where Kuki is standing, kind of where that stone wall is. You don't see any markings at all, just the ladder that leads out of what looks like leads out of the sewers.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there's no more. That is not the.
What was that?
What?
This corner right here. Does that have any symbols on it?
No, there's not on either of those walls there.
Okay. I want to keep walking then because it looks like we could go. It looks like we could go this way. Let's see if I see like a corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna go up to the top of the ladder and kind of see what's up there.
Okay.
Why-
You wanna? I mean, there's definitely one of those steel discs, one of the manholes, for lack of a better phrase. You can do a strength check and try to lift it up if you'd like.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I can see up your show.
Good luck in bed.
I'm not gonna just try to heave it, just kind of slowly. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, wrong click. Wrong
That's
click.
definitely not it. So it's not a save; it's just a check, but we'll use it.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, I mean you're able to get it up, and you can see that it's just a different part of the slums district that you haven't seen before, but you can tell it's the slums still.
Okay. So I'm just gonna slowly let it back down and kind of follow back where everyone else.
Yep.
I'm going to Dukes of Hazzard hop over this right here.
Yeah.
Low Duke. Keep moving. I'm gonna stealthily hop over to this corner. I noticed I want to do a little hop over and then duck walk to the corner.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Yep.
Hop
Everybody's
over.
still kind of
Do the
following.
same.
Mhm.
I kind of give a little wave. I kind of look down there. I don't see anything crazy yet. Do I notice any doors or windows, like anything protruding from walls other than like pipes or something?
No, but I mean you can kind of see all the way down into
Hey,
the.
I see a book at the end of the hallway. We should go after that. I'm sorry.
What?
There it is. Nope. That's perfect.
You see what?
I see a book at the end of the hallway. It's like a book that's open and there's some like letters at the end of the hallway. Just laying down around the end of the hallway down there. Let's go. Come on.
I kind of look at them and say,
You cut
At
out.
this
'cause
point,
you-
I'll pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
I say it's clear and we mosey. Slowly but surely.
Do we want to be quiet as we get closer here or no?
You guys are
Yeah,
good
yeah,
to
I
kind of
think
this
we
intersection
probably-
still before you
Okay.
have to do another check.
Gotcha.
Can I look around this room?
Yeah,
About the
Romani,
book and
right
stuff?
next to you, you see the yellow symbol.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who sees the symbol?
Romani
Which
does.
character? Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Now that I see these books, I want to investigate and see what it is.
Okay.
Or what else is on this table.
Could I help him with his investigation?
Yeah, I think you're proficient, right?
Yes.
Yep. So that's all you have to do is say I'm assisting.
Whoa.
Okay.
And go ahead and
I'm
do the
assisting
check,
him.
Yuki.
Go.
So you have advantage here. So yeah. I mean, you can see that the letters are basically not actually letters; they're just blank pieces of paper. But the book seems to be a log of how to use these 3 wheels to either halt or resume sewage flow underneath the city in this area of the city. And then you can see a ladder in the south of the corner, or in the southwest corner of this room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick up that book and kind of look through it and put the pages that were sitting next to it just in my pouch.
Okay.
Take the book with me.
Yep.
Cool. All right, what do we see over?
Yeah, you saw the symbol, so I mean, we can keep moving. I would look around this room to see anything else, but I'm just these handles. Can I look around this corner, see if there's any latches or anything?
Yeah,
Nah,
there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It just seems to be a little cutaway around the staircase that's right there. That get that.
So are
steps
these
up.
the wheels that?
Yeah.
Are these the wheels that? Okay. Let's see.
You mentioned a ladder, right?
Yeah, the ladder's in the southwest corner there of that room.
Over
And it
there,
goes
I
up to
think.
a manhole.
No, it doesn't. It goes up to what looks to be like a wooden kind of 4 foot by 4 foot, almost like a crate, but clearly just like a plank, a set of planks.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey guys, what do these wheels do?
I would recommend not playing with those.
Oh, why is that?
What do you recommend them do with them?
For the moment, we should leave them alone,
Why?
unless we are ambushed. They control the sewers down here.
Oh. That seems.
Sounds shitty.
This all
We don't
seems
want to spread the funk this soon.
very unnecessary and very unsanitary. I don't understand why such a thing needs to exist under a city. Cities are very strange places. Don't.
Can I do a stealth check on that plank? I want to see if I can push that sucker up.
Yeah.
All right. Where's that? Ew. Nope.
Yeah, do a quick perception check too.
All right, copy.
So you feel like it's pretty quiet as you kind of slide it and peek your head above it. And as you look in one direction, it's just a wall. You turn your head and you can see out to what appears to be like a bar. Kind of like it almost looks like you're in the back room of a bar when you peek your head up, and you can see like coming through the roof of that bar, like a street light almost, like a huge post.
Yeah. Is it one I pass? Do I do a history check if I passed it?
No, I mean, yeah, no, you remember it. This is the.
Okay.
This is the. What did you call? I can't remember what you called it last time. That was wrong.
I do the disinfested cock.
Yeah, the disinfected cock.
Disinfected cock.
This is the divested coin. You can tell that you found like an entrance to the back room with a divested coin here.
All right, cool. All right, and then I climb back down. I just hop down.
Yep.
Bitch, these guys can get anywhere. And I proceed to stroll.
Okay.
Sweet. Boop, boop, boop. All right. And let's see. We saw the symbol, right? So we're going.
Yep.
Kind of.
You can see there's
All
a
right.
door here, like a steel door, right here to the north of where you are.
Can I stop in front of the door? And I'm gonna put my hand on the door, and I would like And then with my other hand, I reach kind of tucked underneath the furs that I wear over my rusted chainmail. There's like a little pack of, it looks almost like feathers and things, and I put my hand on that, and I'm going to pull up my character sheet and do this. I just want to check if there is any evil shit around. So
60 feet, that's not behind total cover. So total cover, just as before you do this, total cover includes not being able to see anything.
Right. That's fine. I'm kind of more concerned about... Hold on. Where am I standing? Let me fix that first. Oh, no. Let me scooch this way
Okay, gotcha.
so that I can get this stuff.
Yeah, let me do some secret measurements real quick.
Okay.
What is it? It's 60 feet, right?
It is 60 feet, and it is anything affected by a house spell or known location, celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah. No, you don't get the. Hold on, let me hold on a second. Let me before I speak too soon.
So everybody sees me grab that, and then there's just like a pulse.
Yeah, just like
goes out from me.
like an air pulse that comes out of you. No, you don't catch anything within that kind of 60 feet radius, but you don't feel safe. You feel there is a presence. You can't tell where it's coming from, but there's a presence that strikes you as significantly powerful.
Okay.
And definitely not good.
Okay, I relay that to the group. We're entering dangerous grounds. We need to be mindful of where we
Cool.
step and what we
Sure.
engage.
Shall we move along?
Excellent.
We skipping that door for now?
I mean, it's solid steel.
Yeah.
But is it locked?
Nobody checked.
You wanna go check? Get it, Gabo? Come on, girl.
Let's go check the door.
I'm gonna start calling you Gizmo.
Can I just go up to it and just like push up against it?
Take
or-
Yeah,
on it with
you
your
can
staff,
just
push
you
it
can
with
just
your
kind of
staff.
lean into it, see what happens.
Yeah, just lean into it and see if anything happens.
Yeah,
Fuck
it just
yes.
it easily just kind of opens to. It wasn't even shut all the way. It was just kind of pulled a little bit, and it just opens up right there for you. So I can do this so that you can see. Give me a second, because I think I built this correctly. I did. Yeah. So there you go. It just opens, and you're able
Oh.
to peek in, and from there you can see like a skeleton with a shield kind of just hobbled over and crumpled into a ball in the corner. You can see several chests, one of them open and two of them closed in the back of the room. And
Guys.
just rats and spiders everywhere.
Guys, there's a skeleton in here. We should check it out.
Oh no.
Loudly.
Down the hallway too, you can hear it like bounce off the corner.
Flinch.
And I just go.
I start walking to her, but kind of backing towards her, so I keep an eye on the area in front of us a little bit in case she's attracted some attention.
Okay.
I'll follow
right.
it to where I heard the voice.
Going in.
Oh god. It's a paging Admiral Akbar. Admiral Akbar, please.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys are all in the room there.
Are we?
It looks like it.
Huh?
Renault, do you want Renault? Renault will kind of come and stand and watch you as you walk in.
I lean against the door or against the side.
Okay.
Is there a lock on this chest right here in the top right corner?
There is. It's like you can tell at a quick glance. It's a very basic lock.
Each it is.
Punch it!
You can't punch everything.
Wrong invention, my bad.
Your passive perception as you look at this lock and the quality of the wood that the chest was made out of, you feel like I could probably punch that. I could probably punch that open.
Do it. Do it. Punch it.
Looks like
Punch it.
peasant wood.
Do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, you pull out your mace and take 2 big thwacks at it, and just splinter it to shit off the second strike. Obviously, very very loud.
I was gonna ask, is the door open or closed behind me?
No,
That's
it,
what
it,
happens.
it doesn't. But remember, Renault cannot see in the dark and is standing out in the dark by himself. He's like, guys, I thought I heard some shuffling.
Does somebody want to go out and help Renault?
By the way, there is nothing in the chest.
Was that necessary?
Yeah, okay. I proceed to go check on Renault and ask him a question. I'm like, can you hear something? Can I do a perception check and look at least like hear which hallway?
Yeah. You're just
Okay,
trying to listen
awesome.
closely?
Yes.
Okay. While he's doing that, what are you guys doing in the room?
Open that other chest.
Okay.
Yep.
This one is unlocked.
I'll just open that chest.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a set of like full-on armor. You see a set of half plate, standard shield, probably 2 shields, and then a handful of like basic swords. There's some rapiers, a couple short swords, and a couple daggers.
Yeah. All right. I'll take that. I'll take that half plate.
There's a chest in front of me. Is it empty or?
It's open, and you can see that there's just a bunch of what looks to be rags, and then maybe 1 set of like nicer clothes than there should be. Like you would call them fine clothes, basically. It's what like a royal person or a court person would wear, and from what you've seen in this town.
I'm gonna take those, and while they're not paying attention, all the other people, I'm gonna switch into those clothes.
Okay, so while they're not paying attention, I mean everybody's in this room. Do a quick stealth check.
Can I be like, I was naked?
Yeah.
Everybody's
That's a
worried
stealth
about
check.
the other chests.
Yep. So do a stealth check though. Passive perception. We got people with passive perception here. We'll see if Elvira sees your
So
Nazi
technically, not,
wiener or
technically, technically not just the party, but the internet is going to see him get naked.
yeah. So yeah, nobody really catches you changing clothes.
Nice.
Excellent.
Is there any markings on the wall? Can I do like an investigation check for any of the markings on the wall?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you also at first glance you don't see anything here.
Okay.
What about these skeletons? How long have they been here? History check.
Yep.
And is any of their stuff any good still?
Okay. So first with like any stuff good, like it looked like most of their like the shield is old as shit. They've probably been here. Airuhn, you can tell they've probably been here for 10, 15 years. These 2 skeletons. It ends up being 2 skeletons that are kind of intertwined and just tossed in the corner. It looks like.
Get it.
What you can see as you kind of dig through the bones, you see this like not ectoplasm, but like a goo kind of interspersed with the bones. It's like a slick goop, and it does not appear to be natural.
Can we check that? Can somebody check that? Can I check that?
Was that Arcana check?
If you want to see if it's magical in nature, yeah, you could do that.
I'll do an Arcana check.
All
And
right,
I'll
yeah.
do a. Can I do a religion check?
Yeah. To see, I mean, yeah, it just depends on kind of, I guess, what you're able to figure out from it.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna walk back outside with our boy Renault.
Yep. So you can tell that it's definitely it comes from magic, and it almost reminds you of like ooze, of some kind of ooze that is magically created. Elvira.
Are you saying that the ooze has a secret?
I'm saying if you look hard enough in these sewers, you might find the secret of the ooze.
Oh, I don't want to know the secret of the ooze anymore. I'm done.
Wow. Wow, you took it that way. Oh.
All right. Well, we should keep moving on.
Did I hear anything when I walked outside?
Did you do?
Or the
Oh, yeah,
direction?
yeah. So
Yes, I did.
he kind of you saw Renault like kind of paused and like listening intently to where the shuffling was coming from, and you feel like you could hear it to the south, but you also hear you hear something kind of echoing. It echoes everywhere in these sewers, it seems like, but you were pretty sure that there was something to the south.
Pretty sure there's something to the south.
Yeah, that you heard
Okay.
shuffling or kind of. It almost sounded like whimpering or like whimpering and scraping. Like you could hear what was clearly a voice, but you couldn't make out what was being said, and you could hear kind of shuffling of some kind.
All right. Cool. Shit. Okay. I look over at Renault, another cat, the bard. Just gonna say we're running short on time. If you catch my drift.
Let us move.
Shit.
Yeah, Renault kind of nods, just like I have to assume that is Trag. If we are in the right place, hopefully we're not too late.
Yeah. Cool. I kind of poke in there. I'm like playing around. Let's go.
All right.
Is Trag a box? Is Trag? Yeah, I kind of look at the box and like, is that Trag? Good thing. Keep moving. Okay. Let's see.
So, do you guys want to continue to move loudly? Just
No.
just out of curiosity.
So we stealthing?
We better stealth.
Do it.
Might want to do another set of stealth checks.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did a thing this time.
Yeah, you guys, a couple of you like immediately take the lead, and like kind of start moving Kyuki's legs for him to be a little bit quieter. But the rest of you are as quiet as you think maybe you've ever been.
Oh, is it like what is it? Puff Daddy when he jumps on that guy's back? Is that how we're carrying him?
It's very much that.
What a deep cut. Bless.
Okay. Do I see the symbol anywhere? 10 spoke wheel.
Yes,
on
you
any
do.
of these corners.
Yep.
Um,
You can see it like directly ahead of you on that
Yeah.
corner.
Okay.
Fate, so you can see it on the wall that's facing you, on that corner. Yeah. What you guys see down here, by the way, is just like a huge stack of barrels and boxes that are stacked all the way to the ceiling, and you can kind of see through the little bit of gaps here and there. You can see
on this side.
on the south, at the southern side
Yeah.
of the intersection. Yeah, you can see what you can see because there's gaps in those barrels and stuff.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see. I'm not panning down that. I'm trying to stay close.
Yeah, just don't step over it, please, or onto it.
Yeah, of course. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And the symbol itself, you said, was on this side. On this way, west.
Yeah, basically. That's
Okay.
that's the vibe you got from it. Yeah.
Mhm.
How thick are those barrels?
What was that?
How thick are those barrels?
I mean, like probably 2 to 3 feet deep from your best guess. Some of them are crates. Some of them are like stacks of like sheet metal almost. But yeah, they go all the way up to the ceiling, and you're just kind of peering through gaps in them.
Got it.
Can I throw a whisper? At, like, don't do it? Like, just kind of hold this up and like, don't do it. Let's do this
So
one scene
where you
stuff.
guys are, Raylan's, you probably, I mean, you can see, right?
I wanna put up like a little hey, hold up. Like,
So
yeah.
as a reminder, you can see what you can see,
mhm,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
Raylan, you
I'm
can
definitely-
see ahead into that
Yeah.
kind of vast room, and I think probably Ramani can see there as well. Maybe even Elvira can
can.
see
Yeah.
the center. I mean, how close? Man, you fucking walk, dog. Yeah, you can see this almost definitely not on the ground. It's definitely kind of circling and just kind of floating there, about the size of a watermelon, maybe a little bit bigger than a watermelon. You see this this floating almost orb, for lack of better words. You can see it has like these four raising kind of eye stalks, and each of them has an eyeball, and you can see that this is that it recognizes you, but does not move.
Okay. Can I do? Would it be acrobatics or stealth to just like kind of like do like a slight little step back, like while maintaining eye contact? That's intimidation, like holding eyes, and then slowly walking back. Because I want to ready my crossfinger. I'm just gonna like, yeah, my hands reaching, but I'm just slowly backing up. At least to paint that. Let's see. Just gonna do this. I'm gonna whisper to my left and the right and be like, "Hey, don't go any further."
Do you think Rainu would have any knowledge of what that is, possibly?
Renault said, as you ask Renault that, his response is, it's not, it's definitely some type of, it's not a beholder, it's not big enough, but it's,
thank God.
It's something that reminds me of a beholder. I don't know exactly what it is.
This is what I felt.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Okay. Honest integrity check here. Who wants to step back and find out the corner? We're gonna hit something soon, but we can either know. I don't know how y'all feel about the odds. This is the way.
It can't. That thing can't live.
Okay.
And it's just
Okay.
one. It's just one in there.
She just is very like.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I don't know. Yeah, you've got to ask your pals, because I don't even think you can see.
I can't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many are in there, guys? I can't see anything.
I only saw one.
I only see one.
Can you get up a little closer and see if there's anything else in the room?
Can you get closer? It already saw me.
By the way, a perfect reaction.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, not yet.
Why are you
Do
poking
we
the bear?
Gauge?
All right. Well, I kind of like pointed my shoulder, like not at my. You know, we can turn around, run into something worse, something not as bad. You know, we saw the symbol there. Maybe we can bust around it. Yeah, as you can see, we have all these we've been finding all these fucking secret tunnels. I found the bar over there. We passed another one. We could probably find another way out and around, but whatever.
Wait.
I grab my shoulder and be like, yeah, if y'all want to be fucking.
What exactly do you see down that hole?
It's a floating orb with eye things attached to it.
I saw
How to
something
describe
that's.
it. It's very.
I saw something that'll hit you first before you hit it. Essentially, is what I'm saying. Like that's gonna hit all of us, and it's gonna.
Hold on. I'm gonna reach into my satchel.
Oh shit! Going into the satchel.
I'm gonna reach into my satchel.
Unless you have anything
Here
that
we
can look
go.
more in that room.
And I'm gonna pull out.
You seem smart. Is it a gadget?
I'm gonna pull out this floating eye thing that I acquired.
Yeah, so Airuhn pulls like essentially a stuffed animal, but it looks like what you've heard of as a beholder.
And it looks, which is similar to what we're seeing here.
Similar to what you're seeing there. A beholder is
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard.
a little bit creepier. It's just one eye with like one main eye. It looks like a cacodemon from Doom.
Mhm. Also, fuck you up. The last I heard.
So I'm gonna go.
You gonna go ride it or something? Damn.
You're gonna attack it?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and see if my beholder can reason with it.
And it's a stuffed animal. And I look back up at him. Then I look at the beholder. Then I look at him.
I just let the weird machine thing do what it's gonna do, cause I got nothing.
So you're moving into the
man.
room. You can keep moving.
Clank,
You're like
clank.
holding the stuffed beholder out in front
I'm
of you.
holding it. I'm holding it.
Okay.
Can I ready my crossbows?
Yeah,
for
I
a
was gonna
counter
say
for
I
any
tell
media?
everybody prepare to shoot. Perhaps I'm gonna pull my.
So right
longbow
about
out.
there,
Oh,
this creature like opens its mouth wide and bears all these fangs, and like you could like all of its eyes kind of like raise back, almost like it looks like a person about to jump, and it's just like all 4 of these eyes kind of raise back, the tentacles do, and it bears
Gross.
these fangs at you.
I'm gonna hold it up higher and say, "Behold."
That's it. Will you do an intimidation check, please?
wow.
See?
All right.
Okay. You can see 2 of the eyes on these tentacles seem to like almost like squint in confusion. The primary body seems still like in this weird perch state, about to lunge at you, and then it speaks, but without moving its mouth, you can hear what sounds like in like this real deep voice that is not necessarily even coming from this creature. Stay here, kill any who enter.
What did you do?
I don't.
We don't hear this, right?
know.
Oh no,
can I
it
hear this?
echoes through. I mean, it's out loud.
Oh.
We wish to pass.
Persuasion check.
Do we hear this?
Yeah, you guys are listening to this happening.
Yeah, holy crap.
I'm just holding my bow. I got my main ready.
Yeah, I've got my longbow.
And I'm
out.
just like, all right, we either. I was like, so who's gonna save him first? That's what I said to my comrades. That's what I kind of whispered right in. I'm like, so who's going for?
Me.
Okay.
Hesitate.
Yeah. No, for real. We can be chatting about this right now. Hey, oh shit.
This is just
Hey,
for my,
can
for
I
my
whisper
own
to her?
purposes here. I need to see what 2 4s would be.
Oh,
I don't like it. He's like.
So
"Hey, no,
as you kind of like, we're gonna pass, and you've got this stuffed beholder raised up in the air. You hear this this kind of like whoosh of air, and it just moves. I mean, within an instant, it is right in front of you. And it's got 2 different the 2 eyes that are not squinting and confused stare at
I'm really
you
ready to pull this. I'm really ready
right.
to
I mean,
draw.
dead into your eyes.
So goddamn.
I need you to make 2. Oh Jesus! I need you to make
Ooh.
2 wisdom saving throws.
Whoa! Come on.
Oh, that's not good for me.
Sorry, I moved the thing.
Ooh, you got it on the one
You got it on the one that mattered. Holy shit! Yeah, so you like immediately feel yourself. You kind of keep looking back between the stuffed beholder in your hand and this creature in front of you, and they both seem like fluffy, nice friends. And you feel yourself kind of growing a little bit attached to the big floating one in front of you with all the teeth.
Oh lord. So are we in combat now?
We're in combat now.
Oh no!
Please.
I got the initiative. There you go. Kyuki,
I love it.
you guys are all prepped too. You guys all had your like ranged weapons drawn and stuff.
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'm just gonna pop a shot and see what happens.
Okay.
Mm.
Airuhn, please do a dexterity save while you're standing in the way.
Standing in the line of fire.
Yep. Just out of
Just lift
just
your
to
arm
have.
up. It's cool.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a hit, by the way, Kyuki.
What, does he hit Airuhn?
No. It hits. It like it goes right into and kind of sticks halfway in one of those eye tentacles.
Retro.
You still have the rest of your turn too.
And I'm gonna move up slightly to right there.
Yep. That's it.
That's gonna be it.
Okay. Airuhn, it's your turn. You are, I believe,
Wow.
still charmed, which means your speed is halved and you have disadvantage on all your rolls.
Wait, disadvantage on what? You might cut out.
Disadvantage on everything you do.
On everything I do. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that does not hit. What is it against? Is that a... I don't even remember what Shocking Grasp...
Oh, yeah.
How it works again. Let me do this real quick so I can...
This sounds like a monk move.
No, it's a
No, I know. Yeah.
I just have to look at your sheet real fast because I
Grapple,
can't,
guess.
for the life, remember how it works. Shocking Grasp is, I think, just an attack against
AC.
AC. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's not.
it does not. It just kind of like floats and adjusts as you like reach out trying to grab hold of it. You miss the
Yep.
tentacle you're reaching for. You still have a bonus action and a move if you want, but remember, if you move out of melee range, it gets an opportunity attack. Most things do.
Oh,
Yeah. It'll hit you.
not gonna do that.
Might hit you.
So can I do my mace as a bonus action? Jesus
No,
Christ.
I don't think you can.
No, can I?
No, it's a
You
bonus
can
attack.
you can prep it, I think. You'd be
Well,
able
no,
to like
a bonus action, like it'll say whether you have a thing that's a bonus action.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on.
I don't know
Hmm.
that you
I'm
definitely
still
can't do
learning.
it with like an attack or anything. I don't believe that stuff works.
Then
Yeah, like your spells are for the most part all actions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna do much for me. And you said if I move, I take a disadvantage.
Yeah, because you don't have like a disengage or something like that, so you would
throw a Tony
basically be
Stank, too.
moving out of the way.
Fuck it, I'm moving.
Okay, as you step away, this creature like bites at you with its huge row of fangs. I'll make it public. Yeah, you just kind of sidestep it. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you can move
Yep.
if you just want to move the one.
Yeah, no, only two. How many moves do I have? That's it?
Just spectator.
You can move
question.
your full movement, which I think is 6 for you. 30 feet.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's it, right there.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh, no.
Renault, who still has his rapier drawn, moves 6, and then another.
I just saw
6.
this.
Just kind of starts just traipsing in at full speed, closing in on this gazer. Whose turn it is again?
This is good.
The eyeballs on the tentacles kind of start scanning the room. The first one locks onto Renault. The second one locks back onto Airuhn. Which two is it gonna be though? 4 and 2. So the first one is pointing, kind of looking at Renault, and the second one is at Airuhn. Let me just do it this way. Okay. So this is for you, Keenan. It's another wisdom save.
Yep.
If you will. Renault's is a strength save. Where's yours? Yours is 7. Yeah. Okay. So both of these make contact. So first, the Renault immediately like cowers as the one of the eyeballs locks eye contact with him, and I did that wrong, didn't I? 4-2. It's fine. And then Airuhn, you are like pushed backwards another 10 feet, forced away from it.
All right.
And then it kind of starts to shift away. Elvire?
You son of a bitch! You come back here. Hang on, I gotta check my. You fucking asshole. Okay, maybe I can. I will 1, 2, 3. But I'll stay behind Kiku. Cookie?
Cookies.
Cookies?
Cookies, it's canon.
Uh,
That's
You.
it now.
Q.
I'm
Cookies.
gonna. I want to stay here. My spell, or I can't reach him right now.
You can't?
No.
Okay.
I'm 5 feet. 5 feet beyond.
Gotcha. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Get in there, Rockstar.
So that's it?
That's it for me. I'm staying behind cover.
Makes sense. Yeah. Raylan. Still scratched up on your left shoulder and chest. It is your turn.
Right. Actually, I can do. You know what? I can shoot that guy from here. No one's in my way. 120. Yeah. Go ahead and take that crack shot with the crossbow. Just
Okay.
my main.
That's a hit.
All right.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, you
Nice.
take off the let's roll a d. The far left of the 4 eye tentacles. You pierce
Well,
it
it's
with
kinda
your
like-
crossbow shot, and it is
Nicely done.
swollen shut and can no longer look, or can no longer
Mhm.
see anything with that eye. Romane.
All right.
Oh, you can still
Ow.
move, Jason. Sorry, if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say ow. I
Yeah.
am.
Okay.
I am going. I see this happen, and I'm like, that seems like a good idea. So I'm gonna fire off my longbow
Okay.
and try and take out an eye.
Yep. You squinted too hard on your aim
Yeah.
and ended up
Not much of a
firing a shot a little bit
Sounds good.
short.
So then for my bonus action,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and shift.
Okay.
So I go bear mode.
Yep.
Eyes get real yellow from amber.
Hair
and
sprouts
I'm
out
ready
of uncomfortable places.
ready to Hulk the fuck out, and then I'm going to use my full move to start closing in on this thing.
Okay.
So
Airuhn, this is the first time you've ever seen that. You just watched this tall kind of, what was it, like 6'7", 6'8"?
she's 6'4".
6'4", sorry.
6'4", 210.
Human woman turn into like a half of a bear, basically.
Okay. I am impressed.
And then, yeah, I'll switch weapons next round.
Okay. You can do that as you're moving.
Okay, yeah, I swap out for the sickle shield.
Yep.
So now my AC is 19.
Yeah, you get the
And
plus
I
one
gotta
hit.
roll for my temporary hit points. Hold on, I knew I forgot something. Is it? Okay. So
Yep.
it's 4, I think.
Yeah, because it's plus 2. Yep, so Kyuki.
All right, I'm gonna get
No,
a
plus
little
3,
bit-
so it's 5.
3. So wait, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I really can't do shit because I can't see this homeboy. So I'm gonna ready one of my songs. I'll put.
Oh, you're not
put away
close
my
enough
crossbow.
to be able to
Hey,
see him?
I can't see. Yeah, it's still dark. So I'm gonna pull out my.
I thought you were close enough.
And I'm gonna ready a song the second I see him.
Okay. Yep, so you're going to ready your action?
Yep.
Got it. Cool. Airuhn.
I don't even know where this
You
thing
are
is.
no longer afraid.
Oh, good. All right. Let me move closer to this guy. How far can I move?
I think your move is 30, so you can move 6 for your move.
That might be it.
And then, yeah, I mean, you could always double move if you wanted to, but you just can't take an action.
No.
You could basically get up on it if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna be good right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Just checking real quick. Okay. Renault, who is who's ready to get back into the fight. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and is kind of standing on these 2 pipes here. And then hops off. And is really unable to do much, I think. Let me just be 100% sure. I don't think he can. Yep, that's it for Renault. But he is in the face of the gazer.
Uh-oh.
So the gazer locks eyes with Renault, or tries to, and with Kyuki, who's the next closest. The first eye that's looking at Renault is blinded, and you can see it trying to open from the distance where some of you are, but it just doesn't open at all. The other one, however, is at Kyuki, right? So that's a 2.
Yep.
That's a, I believe, a wisdom save for you.
Just
Kyuki.
one?
Yep, wisdom save.
Oh.
Yep. So you are kind of shuddered and frightened.
Okay.
Elvire.
Let's see. I'll move a little bit closer now. As
I'll
soon
move
as I
closer now.
select the right button.
Whoa.
Good
Okay.
push.
And now I'm in within range. I'll do Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead, as they say.
What that there do?
Toll the Dead. Sorry.
All right, I want to stay over here, just bleeding out. Let me take care of my own.
I already healed you.
You'll
you
be
better hit up some
fine.
other
There it
people.
is. The grief.
Wisdom save. A wisdom save. Wildly failed. This you can see it kind of like just groan in agony as it seems like, if I remember right, a like funeral bells are just clanging in its head for 8 points of damage, which is significant because that's more hit points than it has. So it just kind of collapses in on itself as this bell ringing in its inside of its own floating eye just goes full bloodshot and then just collapses in on itself.
Brandon, clip that.
Crazy person.
That is some ill-ish right there.
Does it poop? Like, does it give like a little poo cloud? Like, does it inflate? Like,
It's less poo and more like a dry fart. Just
Deeply unimpressive. Deeply. Oh goodness.
you are
Right.
no longer in combat, and
smells worse.
the eyeball is just laying gooey on the ground in front of Renault.
I turn to Raylan and I say, "See,
See what?
trust in the tribe."
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look for something. I just saw that shit happen. And I was like, what? All right, cool.
Yeah, I just heard a, and
Yeah.
I just like, what the hell was that? So I just want to get closer to see what happened.
Yeah, same. Oh, I'm gonna, as we approach the body, I'm immediately gonna pop off another sense, because now I want to know if there's crap deeper in this room.
Yeah.
Well, we are in a sewer, so I mean,
So 60-foot
Hey.
radius.
Anybody gonna examine this body?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna do an arcane check on it and see if it's the same goo as before.
Oh, good thought.
I'd prefer not to soil these new clothes.
It is
You
not.
do that over there.
Yeah, not the same goop. This is more like eyeball, gross goop. It was definitely a different type of goo and ooze. This is not the ooze this is not the secret ooze that you were looking for.
Does it lick its own eyeballs, goose? Like that kind of go.
Romani, you kind of take a moment to sense presences of good and evil around you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't really sense anything nearby, but what you do sense is that the presence you felt is still there.
Oh, interesting. So that's not what I felt. Yeah, I relay that to them that this was not the.
Droids,
I
they
misspoke before.
The droid music.
Yeah.
Can I tap on the shoulder and be like, "You got anything good for a brother?" As I like roll my shoulder and like point to like the obvious cleave I took earlier.
Hold, please. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to Raylan there.
Yep.
And kind of inspect. I'm gonna put my hand on the wound, and I just lock eyes with him and just start saying, "Who's bad?" And do my healing word.
There you go.
Get it.
Awesome, appreciate it. I didn't hear a funky bass line down the hallway. Awesome.
It's like, no, I got the funk right here. It's in my satchel.
Can I do a perception check on the around these walls? See if
Yeah.
I see the 10-spoke wheel.
Yep. How long does your shift last, by the way, Romani?
It lasts a minute.
Okay. So yeah, it's faded.
Right, I'm back into just
Regular
tall
person.
lady instead
yeah,
of
yeah,
tall hair lady.
Yeah, so you can see that there is a symbol right here.
Is this a grate? Does this look like a door or a sewer grate or something?
Yeah, there's definitely a steel door that's right there. As you're kind of looking the room, though, to your west, you can see some stairs that go up into a larger platform. To the northwest, you can see those steel rotted gates, you know, the kind of spoke gates that you saw before. And you also can see a steel door here above you on the north kind of side of that room.
Okay, good to go, good to go.
And then you see everything else you see, right? So you see the pipes here and there. There's the planks for jumping across. You see these 3 valves here as well.
Can I do, I guess, insight check to listen in? Because I heard some scurrying. Or
It's perception
it's
for
closer.
listening, yeah. Senses are
Okay,
going
I want to see if
to be...
it's. Copy that.
Yeah.
Performance. Like dance it. I will.
Yeah, you don't hear anything now, although you feel like you've kind of moved away from the general area where you had heard the noises originally.
Okay, I just kind of want to like do a quick little hey, and I point at the symbol, just like eyes over there. There's kind of pointed out like that's where we need to go next. But I point at the goblin and be like, hey, there's another metal door. I check it.
Yep. Already on it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Bye. BRB.
And where'd you say the stairs were? To the west, right? Over here?
The stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I'll
small
go.
set of stairs that he pointed out to you, the way in the west side.
Follow the
Yeah, I'll
goblin.
go over with the goblin as well.
Okay. What are you doing up there, Gabo?
Alright, I'm gonna push on the door again and see if I can get it to open again. Curiosity killed the cat eventually, right?
And it opens right in front of you.
Look at there.
It's a box. What'd you see?
Ooh, I see supplies.
Yeah,
you-
I see supplies and a ladder. Y'all should come over here.
I'll investigate the goodie boxes.
Can
yes.
I check that little knapsack at the end?
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of kind of like just standard supplies on these two benches and in that bag. There's hempen rope, there's some standard clothes, there's a couple bags, there are a couple daggers as well underneath the benches. But the kind of the most valuable thing that you are able to spy is like a bag of ball bearings and that rope.
Okay.
A bag of ball bearings and what?
And
Rope.
like 100 feet of rope, essentially.
Somebody should definitely grab that rope.
At Airuhn, as you're walking around there,
Yeah, what is that? I notice
no, it's just kind of like an old, huge shield, almost like not a tower shield because it's round, but it's just an enormous shield. Then there's a shitload of crates and barrels in this room, and then a bunch of pipes that run to and fro.
Do I notice anything about these crates?
You can do a
Anything?
perception check if you kind of want to like root around and
see.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you dig around for a couple minutes and find like 15 gold total scattered through all of them, just like in small little piles here and there. And then you find a small gem on a thin necklace.
Mm.
Otherwise, this
All
seems
right.
to be some type of a lot of the water seems to have come into here, and it's for like collection almost.
Got it.
All right, Braylon, do you want some rope?
Actually, I'll take a couple of those daggers.
Yeah.
I'll pick up 2 of those, stash them,
Okay.
say thank you.
Yep.
And can I extend my hand out like a little fist? Like a little fist bump.
Elvira does not notice the fist bump attempt.
I sniff your hand. What is it?
Cool. And I pick up the daggers. Can I take 2? Awesome. All right, let's get to that door. I saw that symbol over there. And I mentioned that to the goblin and the big lady.
All right, I'm gonna grab the rope, and that's all I'll grab out of here.
I'll get the ball bearings just because they're weird and I don't know what they are, so that seems cool. So I take them.
Makes sense.
Oh, welcome back, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somebody had to stay with our boy who cannot see.
Yes.
Oh, you blind little bastard. I mean, anyways, you want to move on to the next place?
Yeah, let's push through this door. I got one right here with the symbol next to it.
Okay.
I want to do a little stealth check. Just do a little creepy, Resident Evil style, just like.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so you're standing in front of not a door. You're standing in front of essentially like a paneling. The door is a little bit to your east. It's right here.
Okay. I see color. Everything's long.
I know. So yeah, it's definitely locked. The door is 100% locked. Oh, we lost.
Airuhn, you want to check it out?
We lost
you
Romani
do?
and Airuhn.
Oh.
Punch it.
The one person we need for this.
You said the door is locked?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We gotta go on there.
Take care of
bitch
that,
open.
why don't you?
Yeah, you don't. As you're looking over the door, you don't see any locks on it.
Oh. Alright. You do investigation. What's the door made out? You said it's a steel door?
Steel,
Did I notice anything? Hold on. Do I notice anything about the door? Hinges?
No, it looks like a door to you now. You're like, this is. I tell you, 100% door.
Is that a door? You telling me it's a door?
Is it just a solid door, like no handle or anything?
Yeah, you don't
So
see
it's
any
there.
handles or peepholes or anything like
Okay,
that.
we gotta find a fucking latch. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I did that perception
What
check.
about what about the paneling? Can we look at the
Yeah.
paneling and see if the paneling will open it up?
There's like a
Yeah.
grate or something.
Sure.
Get in there, Gizmo.
All right, I'm opening the paneling up.
Get in there, Gizmo. You want to tie the rope to me so you can like dive in there? Pull it
should
out.
I do an
It's like-
investigation check?
Tie you to the big woman.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pop off this kind of like thin metal panel, and behind it is just the stone wall.
It's just a what you cut out.
Just the stone wall.
Son of a bitch! Who put this here?
That's true.
Let's check it inside. What's the point of this?
So that's it, just the panel on the door. Shit. Well, what about that other room? Anybody go in that other room down there to the west?
There wasn't anything in there.
Yeah.
But up here at the top, I see 3 more of these wheels. What's up with those? They were the same as in the other room.
Maybe don't touch them because I don't think we should.
We could flood the room, but I don't know if that or how do you get that door?
Bleep bloop.
Yeah.
Poop. All the poop.
Flood the room with poop. That's what I'm saying. Flood it.
All right, should we go on towards the steps? Is there anything else we should look at?
Well, this is where the symbol is, right? Yeah, it was right by that door.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no levers or any pressure plates. Panel.
Shit.
Just push on the stone. How about that? Is that the button that we're just supposed to
Straight
push?
Yeah, you start just like pressing hands full against the stone, and nothing seems to give. There.
Shit.
Could I do our Arcana check around the door?
I wasn't doing that.
Let me try that. Ew.
Yeah, I mean, you get the sense that there's something magical nearby, but it's definitely not this door. It seems further away past the door, where the magic is kind of radiating from. You don't
Like,
get the vibe that it's the door.
behind the door or like off somewhere else.
Oh, like off somewhere else, kind of
Okay.
just bouncing around the sewers.
I'm gonna do another investigation check on these 3 wheels up here.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see that they don't seem to be connected to anything. They're kind of, the wheel goes into the wall. You know, it's the valve and then a rod that goes into a wall that's protected by like a stone kind of block basically. So you don't see anything running off of them. It's just seems to go straight into the wall, from what you can tell.
Is there anything in the book about those wheels? Cookie?
I mean, I guess from my point of view, I don't know he's messing with that stuff, right?
No, but she's asking. Elvire's right next to you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm here. I know I'm tiny, but I'm here.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Let me pull up that book and kind of read through it for a second. Is that another investigation or?
No, you start flipping pages and stuff, and you get a couple things. You see, like some patterns of tick marks, of 1 tick mark, 3 tick marks, 2 tick marks equals, and you kind of see like just squiggly lines. You see 2 tick marks, 1 tick mark, 3 tick marks, and it has like 4, 5. It has 4 lines, vertical lines. And then you see 3 tick marks, 2 tick marks, 1 tick mark, and it has a door, like just a square rectangle kind of thing.
Okay.
Boom.
It appears that depending on which one you turn, it operates something else down here. Say water flow or poo flow, as you say.
I'm not in the mood
All
for
right.
it.
How do you open the door? Which one's for the door?
Get to it. I hear him talking. I hear him talking.
Walk over to those levers
Mm-hmm.
or switches, whatever they were,
Valves.
and valves. What was that last sequence? Well, whatever the last sequence you were saying with the
3.
square.
It was 3 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 tick.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the one on the left and turn it. I guess 3 clicks. I guess.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's you can see that it's tightened all the way, so there's not really clicks. So you just want to spin it?
No, but
Maybe not that.
Do it.
let's do like a quarter turn.
Okay.
See what happens.
I mean, you loosen it a little bit. You don't. Nothing really happens. You
So-
do a quarter turn though.
You said it was 3 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 ticks?
Yeah.
That sounds like Dr. Seuss shit. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
3 tick, 2 tick, 1 tick.
1 tick, 2 tick, red tick, blue tick.
Makes a juice.
So on that one I'm standing, I'll just continue to do a 1 full rotation.
Okay.
You hear anything or?
No.
Okay, so I'll do 2 more turns, 2 more revolutions.
Okay.
1,
You feel like at this
2.
point it's all the way open, like you can't go any further with the wheel.
What if it's the order, not the
Yeah.
amount of turns?
Yeah. Why don't you turn that thing back and then do the third one second? and then
Shut
the
that one first.
let's do a reverse. Reverse.
Yeah. Okay. You've got it sealed all the way back up.
Okay, so we're going to the one on the right,
Okay.
opening that guy.
Okay.
Then center, opening that one.
Okay.
And over to the one I started at and open that one.
Okay. Elvira, you hear a click.
Oh, I hear a click.
Push
Does it work?
Whew.
I go over and push on the door.
on it. Yes. Yes.
That could have been bad. Whew.
Everybody smells like shit in here. How bad can it get?
Don't say that.
The
Brandon is our
opens.
DM. Don't say that.
Go for
Did that accomplish what I did?
And you can see that there's another door.
Heyo.
it.
There's another door, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, and also,
I go over that one and I just push.
just
Does it close
it does
behind
not
us?
budge. There are no door handles. There are no keyholes.
No!
And on that note, we're gonna pause and say that that's as far as
You
we're gonna
ran
go for the
into
evening.
a door. Oh man, that's awesome.
So you guys have found another door.
Congrats on your
Son
kill.
of a bitch.
Kino, you know your video's been off for a little while, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
The
You're
docs
pretty
is
looking
spread it again.
red
Not a long
right?
time, but 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's gonna kick me off. That's
Yeah.
my bad.
So yeah, so that's where you guys are.
All right.
Standing in front of a door with Elvire face palming.
Perfect.
That's it. That's where we'll stop today. I think this is probably the amount of time that is good with a break in the middle for everything. That's it.
Yeah, great. That was good.
Thanks for
That
playing.
was good.
Thanks for watching. If
for
anybody
real.
ever watches this, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Give us thoughts. Why was Kyuki spinning the first one? Who really knows?
I mean,
why is nobody ever stealthy? These are questions that nobody can really answer. Can I splash while I walk through the sewers? You guys are certainly good at noise. Makes sense. You
We're
got a
definitely
musician.
not quiet.
Like it makes
Yeah.
sense because as Kyuki's walking around, there's like all these banging. There's a lute in there. There's a drum attached to it. It's just all this clanging instruments.
I had high hopes for that Beholder puppet.
but it was in time.
Yeah,
it was in time.
I'll be
That's
honest.
all that matters.
I had high hopes for the Beholder puppet too. I
That was
appreciated
good.
the attempt. That is for sure.
That was my favorite for the night.
Yeah,
That was
just-
a brave attempt. That was a
Yeah.
very brave
Oh yeah.
attempt.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
stuff.
goodness me. All right, that's it.
All right,
It
children.
was fun.
All right.
Everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching again. This has been the 5 dungeons and also some dragons. Bye, everybody.
See you next week.
Yep.